beginning.
Marvel Studios' The Fantastic Four.
I herald your end.
The biggest event of the summer.
I herald Galactus.
Has arrived.
What is that? Hold on!
We will fight this together as a family.
Johnny, now!
Marvel Studios' The Fantastic Four First Steps. Now playing only in theaters. Rated PG-13. Some material may not be suitable for children under 13.
Hi, I'm Brandon from the EVIO Podcast Network, and I want to share a sneak peek of our new show, The Ides of April. Executive produced and narrated by Alec Baldwin, this series takes you inside the final 17 days of the life of John Wilkes Booth, the end of the Civil War, the assassination of Abraham Lincoln, and the largest manhunt in American history. While you're listening, follow The Ides of April on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, wherever you get your shows. Your support means everything as we launch this series. Here's the clip.
Booth's dark, smoldering features, powerful voice, and unmatched prowess with stage combat combined to form a troubling dichotomy that greatly affected his relationship with his brothers. He was, simultaneously, more famous yet less respected, and therein lies a potential answer to the question of how John Wilkes Booth became the man he was, given his upbringing. It all started at the Arch Street Theater in Philadelphia in 1858, where a 21-year-old actor billed as J.B. Wilkes was opening a production of Lucretia Borgia, a French melodrama written by the great Victor Hugo. In an effort to make his own way in the world, free from the pressures the Booth name carried in any theater in America, John Wilkes Booth began his career using the stage name J.B. Wilkes. In this particular production, he was cast in the role of Petruchio Pandolfino. It was a tricky name to pronounce, but even with the ritualistic rehearsal process, the young J.B. Wilkes struggled with his own character's name on opening night.
Madam, I am Pandolfino Excuse me. I am Pantuccio. Madam, I am I am Pedalfit. Damn it! Who the hell am I?
Booth was trapped on a stage, in a private hell of his own making. It's a feeling known only to stage actors who suddenly, inexplicably forget their lines. To make matters worse, he wasn't aware that in attendance that night was his older brother, Edwin. Still in his mid-20s but already firmly established as the standard-bearer for the American theater, Edwin is reported to have confronted John Wilkes and dressed him down for his shoddy, lackluster performance that brought shame to the Booth name. The young and impressionable actor felt exposed, attacked, and disrespected. A deep and abiding resentment towards Edwin was born that would last the remainder of his days and set him on a collision course with history. Within a short time, John had abandoned his stage name, J.B. Wilkes, and was performing proudly under his given name on the stages of great southern cities like Richmond, Savannah, and New Orleans. The farther south Booth went, the more distance he could put between himself and his brothers. And with that distance, the pressure to live up to his celebrated family name slowly disappeared. In the southern states, Booth found a warm embrace and the room he needed to make a name for himself and to discover who he was and what he believed. It wasn't long before the southern critics made John Wilkes Booth a star in his own right. Audiences fell in love with the passion and ferocity that were the hallmark of his performances. News of his newfound stardom and the scintillating reviews made their way to the northern cities, and offers for roles soon followed. When Booth finally returned home, he arrived as a star. He brought with him a nascent love for the Southern culture that had embraced him so lovingly and catapulted him to fame. Despite his northern roots, it was the South that had adopted Booth as one of their own. Booth's newly adopted culture would soon be threatened by a newly elected progressive president and the drumbeat of war that seemed inevitable.
That was just a preview of The Ides of April. The series launches July 23rd. Follow now, wherever you get your podcasts.